slate. I'm working on a clean slate. I begin to tear out the pages that are entitled with heartbreak, pain, desperation, and all leads down to the road of failure for this foundation that I'm a part of. It's hard to explain the things that I witness. The path of forgiveness is hard to ride on when people still get killed over something that can easily be printed, but that's none of our business. Okay? I still appear on multiple stages to search for a cure for this generation. It's a rare disease that's hard to contain, but with the right voice can easily make it maintain. Now I mean the right voice, not the voice they can hear on TV that's overshadowed by politicians, but the translation for this generation. With the good voice out of the way, can you with the good book of Matthew 24, all the way until you hit that book of Revelations, King James Version. It'll feel like your soul is starting to levitate out of your chest, like you took a sip of that bourbon just to create another regret from that burden. I will always strive for that top spot, like the Olympian blocks, hovering over the ceiling, that's tossing hate with no sense of direction, targeting my perfection, using this clean slate as my protection. This is a clean slate. I'm trying to overlook the past acts that I've partaken. These easily previous experiences have been awakened. Now I may be at a young age, but I obtain a lot of knowledge. No Ivy League, but I'm blessed enough to say that I did graduate from college. All glory to God. This clean slate has been wiped down. R.I.P. to all the civilians and tourists of Paris, France. I pray that the families of the victims become washed over in this difficult time. Now, the media has the power to change a viewer's mind. We cannot forget the victims that were massacred at the College of Kenya with a body count of 147. So I also pray for those families and the head count of the injured, which is 79. This is a clean slate. This slate been in preparation for times like this. So before you ball up your fists, using your extrinsic muscles, targeting your wall with a blank face, applying pressure to a hard soul, damaging your scalp for a ligament, and use to sprain your wrist. Think back and ask, is it all worth it? Is the fight worth it? Is the sacrifice worth it? Was the loss of knowledge and power generated without a purpose? This slate been through tough roads like back streets of third ward, but not one pothole can sink my faith. I'm amped up confidence, down by 3 in the fourth. I'm trying to even the score. I'm drunk off hatred, trying to soak up on forgiveness. It's a cold world like track 8, but no sideline story to this clean slate. I've learned that if you want to be the best, then you have to take out the greats. I started from the bottom. Blend 09, 5 minutes of showtime, but no preparation. I know it's too late. But you have to understand why I earned this clean slate. Blood, sweat, and tears was the main ingredients to this new shape. I'm blessed enough to share this testimony to a new face as I begin to write down the soul of this clean slate. Thank you. This is a tribute. A tribute to those treated unfairly on this place we call Earth. In search for my words to paint a perfect picture that'll fill the canvas of sorrow, pain, fear, and regret, all thrown together to make a figure such as a human has laid to rest in the back of a hearse, another loved one lost. This is a tribute. This is a tribute to every race that has ever been vindicated, being locked up with no fault by the gavel of the jurisdiction, pointing in the direction of hatred by being thus a follower. This is a tribute to all of the parents who ever had to bury a child. It's a tough pill to swallow and nerve-wracking, like auditions at the Apollo, in front of thousands, hearing every voice for your own, but the beat continues to play. This beat continues to play as I'm trapped in my own mind, trying to figure out every misstep that occurred in this timeline called life. Trying to grasp the concept of a lost life, like I'm down in the fight, but it's only the second round, but the fight starts to dig deeper when you're in battle with yourself. Sometimes you have to think back and put yourself in the position of the fallen victim and relive the reality of the loss and just think and say, I am Trayvon Martin. The skills of TV, the death of me. Mike Brown with the death of Swish and Sweet, slain by police with the use of 6 shots, may he rest in peace. I am Eric Gardner, yelling out I can't breathe, convulsion to my lungs, blacked out like NYC in the mid-60s. I am Freddie Gray, getting constantly beat by this justice system. Political refugees taking back shots at the lifeline on my spine. When will justice be mine? I feel safe knowing it's a Republican life cycle. I may sound like a critic, but the lies being told stretches out further than a 22 long rifle is a crying shame. When will these killers stop being posed as fame? I came here to represent the 9 victims whose life was interrupted by the Confederacy. May the doors of the church be open unto you. If they only knew that Satan was sitting right there with them in the pews. He sat there for 60 minutes, bowed his head, and prayed with them before he let loose. This right here is a tribute. This is a tribute to all of the fallen victims that lost their lives in the eyes of government policy. It's an unfair game that tends to switch its lanes by the stop sign of a gavel. Young kids trying to make it out of poverty with the use of a basketball. But how far would those bullets start to travel through the broken home of the adolescents? Can we please have a moment of silence? Like Nas stated in verse 1 of Just a Moment. I came here to change lives and to make a point. I'm on one like Drake stated in the chorus. Nothing was the same when I started with this poetic justice, but I'm trying to make it to the top of the highest altitude so I can say that I own it. This is a tribute. This is a tribute to those that are now listening to this piece. I'm trying to erase the sublimity of false acts and aspirations from the previous weeks that led you to believe that failure is now a part of you. So you cherish it, and you hold it close everywhere you go, like Kanye's Jesus piece, until it gets snatched up by success and leave you in the same boat, floating on the same river of sorrow, pain, fear, and regret. This is a tribute. This is a tribute to all the children that have been misguided in the wrong direction like the signs of life have been reversed. This generation has been corrupted and cursed by the use of technology that produces comments and likes to boost up egos while your physical self remains in the same place as you started. This is a tribute to those that have been departed. May you rest in peace as your memories continue to live on. This is a tribute. Thank you.